everyone, welcome back to another episode of PoldarkDish. I'm Marlise.
And I'm Elyse.
And today we're going to be dishing about Poldark Season 4.
Episode 4.
Yeah, we're halfway through.
Oh no.
But first, a little recap. It's beach blanket bingo time for the Poldark family and friends.
And everybody's having some summer loving.
Summer days drifting away, but out those Cornwall nights. Oh well, oh well, oh well, oh.
Everyone's having a good time except Caroline.
Who has a weird-ass way of gushing over her baby.
I live for the day the little beast runs away and I shan't miss her at all.
And girlfriend might get her wish.
Because Dwight's face has spoiler written all over it.
Oh, things can't be good for poor Sugar Baby. Wormlegging gives Minnie Ross a lesson in high finance.
And now another episode of As the Worm Turns.
Elizabeth.
George.
It's time that Valentine learned the value of money. Valentine? Which is greater? Good boy! Who do we hate? The poor! Yes! Who do we hate the most? Poldark! Yes! Good boy!
Do we have any money after your purchase of the burrow?
Not nearly enough after I've been screwed over by the elites, beaten down by the man, all because I'm the grandson of a blacksmith.
Oh, you're not playing the blacksmith card again, are
Oh,
you?
indeed I am. You won't let me play the short card. You won't let me play the evil
You
card.
play the lousy at sex card. George,
Elizabeth?
it wasn't the elite that screwed you over.
Who was it then?
It was Demelza.
That impudent kitchen troll?
Boo Demelza!
Boo Demelza is right!
Boo
Tune in next time to As the Worm Turns.
Poor Dr. Eye Candy is holding little Sugar Baby close to his heart.
Begging her not to leave them so soon. I
can't watch.
Ross and Demelza have a precoital chat.
Demelza wonders if they'll ever mend.
And she says she'd like to bone.
No, she says it's like a bone.
Ross stares at a painting of Hugh Charmitage.
Lord Falmouth says nobody knew him better than Dr. Eye Candy.
And your wife!
Oh, snap! Oh, Falmouth makes it clear that Ross is going to be his poodle in Parliament.
Ooh, politics ain't a pretty picture, Ross.
Dr. E confides in Ross that baby Sarah has a congenital heart disease.
One sniffle and she's a goner.
Don't tell Demelza, though, because her face will give it all away.
And Caroline doesn't know yet.
Meanwhile, across town, Ozzy makes a booty call to his sister-in-law, Hoella.
And now it's time for Oh That Ozzy.
Hoella, how much for this toe-sucking extravaganza?
2 cushions and a rug.
Seems rather steep.
Perhaps I should get prices in advance for next time.
What would a tea towel get me?
I wouldn't even take off my stocking for a tea towel.
Curtains! No curtains!
Both stockings for curtains.
Can I watch you clip your toenails?
Oh, that Aussie. Jeffrey Charles does a forged flyby to visit Drake Cakes.
He wants the 411 on Mordrake.
Drake says, life goes on.
Just as Rosina goes hobbling by.
Hashtag Rodrake.
New romance. Later, Drake Cakes helps Rosina carry a basket of laundry.
Rosina says,
People will say we're in love. Baby Sarah has developed a cough.
Dr. Eye Candy knows this is the beginning of the end.
But he doesn't tell Caroline.
Didn't right. Demelza hints to Ross about going to London.
But Ross says, nah, you're better off here taking care of all them kids and the minors.
Yes, while I'm off flirting with parliamentary prostitutes.
Jeffrey Charles leaves for London and Elizabeth is sad.
She says maybe we'll see more of him when we go to London.
But Wormy says now we have our own kid to think about.
Boo Jeffrey Charles!
Did you hear what is going down at the Whitless house?
Hey, Willis is trying to get more money committed to a nut house.
But he needs 2 doctors to sign off on his evil plan.
He has told Dr. Eye Candy that she refuses to perform her conjugal duties.
What the hell is that?
It means she won't do the bada bing.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
God. Well, anyway, Dr. E refuses to deem her a nutbag.
He said not for nothing, but if you can't be nice to your wife, you deserve blue balls. Boom!
Mean he deserves blue bunions.
He shouldn't be
because
talking
he's
to
a foot guy.
Dr. Eye Candy. He should be talking to Dr. Schultz, all
Sure,
right?
yeah,
Doc,
you
he
got
thinks the
Pilgrim.
toes are like crudités.
Oh,
You know what a crudité
crudité, oh my God, yes, like
Oh
little
my
raw
God,
things.
that's
Oh my
gross.
God, you
Does it come with dipping sauce? Ross finds a small leak.
He asks, does this feel moist?
Before you know it, the mine is flooded.
Ross races to get everyone above ground.
They're
hurries to the mine. Back at Killer Warren, Dr. Eye Candy finally tells Caroline.
Sarah's little cold is gonna kill her.
Caroline doesn't believe him.
No time to argue. Dr. Eye Candy's called down to the mines. Meanwhile, back at the mine,
Everyone gets out but Bobby.
Robbie.
Bobby?
Robbie.
Bobby!
Robbie Bobby gets pinned down underwater.
Ross goes back down to save Robbie Bobby.
Ross and Robbie Bobby are drowning.
No! A rope comes down and pulls Ross and Robbie Bobby to safety.
But is it too late?
Dr. Eye Candy comes to the rescue.
He gives Robbie Bobby mouth to mouth. Robbie Bobby lives! There was way too many sexy heroes for one episode.
I think the Coopers could use a little mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Dr. Eye Candy's a miracle worker.
He saved Morwenna,
He saved Robbie Bobby.
but can he save baby Sarah?
Apparently it's been a year and Emma and her two girls are back in town.
She tells Sam, the preacher man, that she's going to marry a footman.
Willis?
No, a footman from Danny.
She tells Sam that he can't marry a brazen girl like her.
Ed, the footman, has her word, but Sam has her heart. Who's got her feet?
Ooh. Baby Sarah's not doing well.
Ross races over to Dwight and Caroline's house.
The baby's not going to outlive the cold.
Caroline says she must bear it stoically.
She says she never wanted the wretched creature anyway.
But now she loves her more than Horace.
Sweet baby Sarah dies.
Poor Dr. Eye Candy is inconsolable.
And it's heartbreaking.
It's pouring rain on baby Sarah's funeral.
Dr. Ennis carries little baby Sarah's coffin to her graveside.
Everyone is in tears.
Except Caroline. At the beach, Demelza feels like Sarah's death was like losing baby Julia all over again.
Ross sticks his foot in it then and asks if she's also thinking about Hugh Charmitage.
Is he really going to bring that up now?
Oh, Ross is just out in everything in his life right now.
Get it together, boy.
It's like a bone. Back at the Wormleggins' evil lair.
And now another episode of As the Worm Turns.
Elizabeth, George, the Boscowans have sold out. This blacksmith's boy has sinew.
Sinew!
What does that mean?
It means I can't be beat.
Does this mean you own all of St. Michael's?
Yes!
And the MP seats too?
Yes! This shall be a fabulous thing for our children.
Oh, we better start having them together then.
This blacksmith boy has not done badly.
Would you please stop playing the blacksmith card?
Tune in next time to As the Worm Turns.
Caroline has some bad news for Dr. Eye Candy.
She says children die every day.
She says she should have never been a mother.
She says she'll never be a mother again.
Then she drops the bomb. She's leaving him.
She's going to London to regroup.
And she says, don't miss Horace while I'm gone.
She leaves him there to grieve alone.
She's leaving home. Bye-bye. Dr. Eye Candy looks sad and lonely as he visits with the Poldarks.
He tells Ross that Caroline is dealing with the death by attending assemblies and riding horses.
While he helps people during the day and weeps into his pillow at night.
Ross and Dr. Eye Candy come across Wormleggins' no trespassers gate.
He opens up a can of whoop-ass and kicks the fence in.
Dr. E says maybe you should direct some of that angry energy at a better cause.
So Ross packs his bag and goes back to London. Demelza asks Ross if she can go to London too.
No, I mean, how can I possibly be successful there
if you're not working your ass off here?
So Ross rides off, leaving behind his grieving BFF
And his lonely wife.
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, what a sad episode.
That was a heartbreaker.
This was a heartbreaker. Oh my gosh. But before we start talking about the episode, we want to thank all our amazing supportive viewers. Thank you so much for donating to the PoldarkDish to keep our show going.
And congratulations to our winners. Without your support, none of this would be possible.
Yes, and for every $1 that you donate, your name goes in a hat, and each week we have a new drawing for some exciting prizes. So check out our website at theanglophilechanel.com/thepoldarkdish, and you will see the names of the winners and what prizes we have coming up for you. Oh my God, how hard. I have never cried more in an episode.
I knew it was coming.
Yes.
I mean, if you read the books, you know it's coming, but we don't get the details like you get in this episode. So
what's interesting is you said that really she just shows up in London in the books and she's lost the baby.
She's lost the baby.
Debbie has allowed us to experience.
Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you, Debbie. What it was like for them to lose this child.
It really was heartbreaking and just.
It was especially heartbreaking for me for Dr. Dr. Ennis, I'm going to call him. He was just so moved. He was so attached from the child from the beginning, and the pain that he went through was palpable.
But he knew this, and he didn't tell her either right away, which was
I think
hard.
he was trying
you can
to
see
save her from the pain.
Yeah,
maybe.
but it was hard.
It was so hard. So I have an issue with I can't read Caroline's, her non-ability to gush over her baby and calling her a horrific creature, and the baby's taking all my fun away.
Well,
and,
when we talked about this while we were dishing, because we fundamentally kind of have a different issues with Caroline.
Yeah.
I look at her and I think, oh my God, she loves this baby so much. She can't show people how much she loves this baby.
I definitely get that she can't. She has a problem showing her emotions. But I mean, you don't even call animals, you wretched creature, get away from me, and I can't wait until you run away and go.
But remember
and
her and the freaking children?
Even the characters, other characters are looking at her like, she's a new
always
mom.
played this big
I think she's
game.
going through postpartum. She's calling this baby all kinds of names. Oh my God!
I think this is just her way, and she was probably brought up this way in a very aristocratic household.
Stiff upper lip, new meaning.
Well, with the parents, putting the baby out to nurse.
Show no emotion.
Yeah, but other women would have put this baby out to nurse, and she's always clutching this baby. So you have to remember it in the context of the period. She's always
in the
clutching
context
her
of the
own
period.
baby.
A woman that had a baby, I would imagine, would just, immediately be connected to it. But with the dialogue that was written, it didn't seem like she was connected to the baby. Although, in another
But
hand,
they would have wet
it looked
nurses
like
then.
she would. Right, but they don't portray that she's got a wet nurse. It's
No,
her.
she doesn't have
and
one.
it's her. She looks resentful that she's a mother.
That's why
That's what it is.
She
I
loves
think
the baby.
she looked resentful that she has a mother.
Other mothers would have handed the baby off to a wet nurse a wet nurse and not seen the baby.
Right, but when they're all playing tag on the beach, she's looking at them like, this baby with its smiles is keeping me from all the fun.
I think it's all tongue in cheek. I think that
Well,
this is her code for I love my baby so much I could pop.
Well, that's funky code, let me tell you.
We fundamentally
this wretched
disagree
child.
on steroids.
I don't know. You have a baby. I assume you connect with it on
I have
some
called
level.
children I love terrible things.
And then I have a problem that she's leaving Dwight at his. He is so grief-stricken.
I can
and
see that.
I'm going to leave you because it looks like she has to go off and grieve alone.
She can't cope.
So can we talk about Luke Norris? Look, I love Luke Norris, half naked and in breeches, as much as the next person. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but his talents are wasted using him as a pretty boy. This man has such depth to his acting.
Well, he's a writer and
He
he's
just
a playwright.
broke my heart, yes.
So, I think he takes everything down to that next level.
The emotion in his eyes.
Oh, he broke your heart this episode.
He was so heartbreaking.
When he's carrying that little coffin, oh my God. I can't even talk about it now.
It was, oh my God. Bravo to Luke Norris. This was just a brilliant performance.
On a lighter note, Robbie
Bobby. We said Robbie Bobby because
I heard Bobby.
I heard Robbie. So
we just called him Robbie Bobby.
We couldn't figure out what his name was. We didn't check the credits. Checking the credits would have been a good idea.
It wasn't on IMDb.
Robbie Bobby.
And another strange moment, Ross kicking down that fence.
Yeah, he's getting his anger out.
Yeah,
I don't know.
there are a lot of people not
like you said,
coping.
he's feeling unuseful. The mind has failed. He doesn't feel like he's making progress as an MP. He's failing his family.
He's got to go represent Falmouth and do his bidding.
Doing his bidding, yeah.
The mind goes to hell in a handbasket, and they're just bringing up rock. And
like he's being useful, I guess.
He had that moment of saying, well, we could just go to London and forget Cornwall exists.
I can't believe he said that. Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, but I think it's that same thing with Caroline. It's like, I can't deal. It's too much.
She definitely can't deal. What an emotional episode. It was really hard to recap, like you said.
And it was hard to find things to make it funny because you just kind of felt a little irreverent. But if we don't do this, we would just cry all the time.
Anyway, that's all we have time for. Thank you so much for joining us once again. I'm Marlise.
And I'm Elyse.
And we're the Poldark Dish. Rawr! You wretched beast.
This is why I laid eggs.